Divine Series, Episode 5, Satan. In an ancient, otherworldly realm chronicled in the enigmatic Kitab Astral, the Neeble race thrived in a desolate expanse near colossal pyramids that hummed with cosmic power. These insect-like beings, with elongated, worm-like forms, antennae, and unsettling, alien visages, were revered among jinn races for their unmatched intellect and deep spirituality. Their society was sophisticated, marked by mysterious rituals around the pyramids, where triangular spacecraft, strikingly similar to modern stealth aircraft, glided through black holes that shimmered open in the heavens above. Led by a sagacious and pious king, the Neeble were regarded as a zenith of creation, their spiritual mastery distinguishing them from humanoid jinn and other races, such as the water jinn. Into this world was born Satan, the king's heir, heralded as a child fated to become a king of kings. Raised in the lavish courts of the Neeble kingdom, Satan was enveloped in adoration by his parents. His father, a ruler of unwavering virtue, envisioned him as a future sovereign, while his mother, a devoted caretaker, prayed earnestly for his righteousness. Yet, this lavish indulgence cultivated arrogance in young Satan. Unlike his peers, he eschewed play, immersing himself in study and experimentation, his mind ablaze with curiosity and ambition. His singular perspective, both brilliant and eccentric, isolated him, earning him both reverence and solitude. As Satan matured into adolescence, his intellect dazzled in a prestigious competition among jinn youth, separate from the trials undertaken by Lucifer, another prominent figure. Tasked with nurturing plants and mastering jinn anatomy, Satan outshone all, his genius irrefutable. However, his pride swelled, and he scorned his contemporaries as lesser, engaging only when necessary. At the victory ceremony in the Great Hall, Satan's gaze locked onto Lucifer, not in fellowship but in calculation. He perceived Lucifer as a potential instrument, an ally to be wielded in his nascent schemes. Ambition took root, nourished by a mentor whose subversive teachings would shape Satan's destiny. This mentor, an elderly Neeble sage, matched Satan's brilliance, excelling in physics, astronomy, and biology. He introduced Satan to hybrid creation, a divinely permitted practice that merged jinn and animal traits to ease daily tasks, such as travel or hunting. But the mentor's lessons ventured further, sowing seeds of rebellion against God's order. In a clandestine chamber, he bestowed upon Satan a forbidden tome detailing scientific wonders, solar perils, lunar energy, and strategies for insurrection. Though the mentor never acted on these notions, Satan embraced them zealously, his mind warping divine gifts into tools for dominion. Satan's worldview darkened as he scrutinized God's justice. Why did some jinn languish, while others prospered? Why were there disparities among races? Unlike those who viewed differences as complementary, Satan obsessed over inequality, convinced he could devise a fairer order. This mindset, inflamed by his mentor's teachings, led him to deem God fallible. Frequently returning to God's garden, a sacred duty he held as a steward, Satan experimented with hybrid creations, transforming animals into fearsome beasts, like dragons forged from serpents and birds. His own body morphed through these alchemical feats, shifting from the Neeble's insectoid form to a humanoid figure with a raven-like head, a testament to his meddling with creation. Determined to reshape existence, Satan manipulated his father to secure influence. Appointed as a royal advisor, he corrupted the Neeble army, once a disciplined cadre of spiritual warriors, into a ruthless legion. His cunning extended to sowing discord among jinn nations. He abducted water jinn for horrific experiments, igniting tensions that erupted into a war among 5 races, 3 allied with the Neeble, 2 opposed. Satan orchestrated this conflict from the shadows, ensuring his father, the king, bore the blame as the war's architect. Meanwhile, he upheld his role in God's garden, projecting innocence before divine scrutiny. As the war intensified, Satan's paranoia deepened. Fearing exposure, he committed atrocities to safeguard his position. Visiting his father's war camp, he fatally stabbed him, attributing the death to enemy forces. Returning home, he confronted his mother's suspicions. Despite her fervent prayers for his salvation, Satan, now bereft of remorse, slew her to ensure her silence. In a chilling act of deceit, he bore their bodies to a pyramid summit, proclaiming to God, "I have brought the source of the war." By framing his parents as the culprits, Satan sought to absolve himself, believing he had outmaneuvered divine judgment. Yet God, omniscient, pierced Satan's facade. The Kitab Astral recalls God's earlier words to questioning angels, "I know what you do not know." As Jinn society disintegrated, consumed by ambition and godlessness, God's wrath descended. Summoning Lucifer, God commanded the annihilation of the rebellious Jinn. Though Lucifer harbored disdain for the Neeble's hubris, he wavered, reluctant to eradicate entire races. But God's decree was absolute. The heavens unleashed devastation, perhaps through cataclysms like tsunamis or storms, while Lucifer's forces razed Jinn strongholds. Some Jinn fled to caves, but few endured the divine purge. Satan, once a prodigy, now stood condemned. God supplanted the corrupted Jinn ecosystem with a new order, where humans became Earth's stewards. Satan, stripped of glory, was cast into this world as a humiliated figure, eternally marked for judgment. His rebellion, born from a mindset that branded God unjust, ensnared him in a cycle of deceit and punishment. The Kitab Astral frames his saga as a cautionary tale. Brilliance without humility, criticism without compassion, leads to ruin.